Hey you guys, it's Bird tonight. We're here with an update on the not so resilient Jenkins. Steph recently posted a video that I think needs a solo reaction from me. I do have additional thoughts, but this video that she posted is absolutely one of the worst that she has ever published. So we're going to talk about it. If you're interested, please keep watching. Right, you guys, so Steph has really outdone herself with this video that she posted. She bought her infant daughter a travel bed that looks like a sandwich and thinks that it's the best choice. I cannot believe that I'm actually making this video. The bed that she bought her infant looks like a dog bed. It looks like, not even a bed that I would want my dog to sleep on, because the support and the quality is so, beyond low. Like, I wouldn't even want my dog to sleep on this bed. But the caption of the video says, "I think it's cute. It fits the need for the time being. Drew said that now she needs a tomato pillow and a lettuce blanket." Laughing emoji. I mean, Drew is just a comedy genius, isn't he? You are absolutely making endless bad choices that are negatively impacting your children. And add this to the list, I would say this is top 5. As far as the kids go, this is top 5 dumb decision, stupid decision, selfish decision, because a pack and play would have been an obvious answer. It can break down and, be stored easily, because they don't have a large living quarters right now, but instead she gets this infant a sandwich bed. So let's watch the video and then I'll give my thoughts.
Has outgrown her bassinet, and that thing is in not the best condition anymore from us having to move it back and forth from the whole motel situation. So I don't give a fuck what your opinion is on this one, because I know what's best for my situation. Bought her some kind of bed for while we're here in the motel. This whole little thing's gonna fit in here.
This bed was $100 on Amazon. A pack and play is far less than that and would have been way more reliable than this. What's going to happen when the baby crawls out of this sandwich, I'm going to call it a dog bed, in the middle of the night when everyone else is sleeping? Steph stores things like knives and things that infants should not be coming in contact with on the floor. What's going to happen when she gets up and crawls out of this contraption and is hurt, injured, or even worse?
Or just give it, bro. I am bouncing all around. Yo, this one's gonna pop out so much. Look how vacuum sealed this is. I can't even get it out. Do y'all see this? I'm gonna have to get a different angle because that's gonna be too satisfying. Hold on. Clean this up a little bit. Your sandwich bed is here, my dear.
Remember how when they were still in the one bedroom that Drew had, how the kids were sleeping on mattress toppers? They did not even have a normal bed to sleep on. This is giving the same energy as that. And it is so detrimental to this infant's health, their growth, their overall well-being, to literally be sleeping on a thin piece of foam and have no barriers to, like, there's no barriers to protect this child from getting out and crawling around in the middle of the night, coming in contact with God knows what. I cannot stress that part enough. Instead of being worried about, you know, the fact that this was a horrible idea and should be returned immediately, she wants to say, oh, this is going to be satisfying to watch my infant's new dog bed, you know, get out of this vacuum sealed container that it came in. Let's focus on how I can get a better angle to show the bed, you know, kind of coming to its full size. But we're not focused on the fact that this is a horrible idea. You are allowing your infant child to sleep in what is equivalent to a very cheap dog bed.
Aw, Mama, look at your little sandwich. You were gonna eat your sandwich? Bye, Mama got one so low to the ground. Because she's a climber.
How is this any different than just putting down a piece of foam and having the baby sleep on that? I cannot believe the lack of barriers, the lack of wanting your literal baby to be safe when she's sleeping. I sometimes think like maybe this is all just rage bait. You know, 90% of what she posts is meant to piss people off. The problem I have with that is that it is actually in real life negatively impacting the children. And when rage bait goes into the territory of negatively impacting children, I have a hard stop. You know, rage bait all you want, it's cringy and weird, but once you start negatively impacting your children, other children, people that are around you, your family members, your friends, that's where rage bait for me has a hard stop.
And now, all she's got to do is climb right on out. She got this. Here for a lot longer than you would anticipate. Doesn't mean that that's not still the most practical move. You feel me? A crib in here wouldn't be practical. Vacuum sealing is insane. Like what?
Obviously, huge issue. She shows how easily this baby can get out of this dog bed that she is calling the child's new sleeping quarters, but she posts this and says the benefits are low to the ground, less fall risk, easy to fold up and put up just to make the most of the space that they have. She says it's also easy to transport. I can remove the cover and washer it easily. Good Lord. And the final point, it works and she seems to like it so far. Steph, do you realize that being able to remove the cover and wash it is, you know, for me, it proves that this is equivalent to like a dog bed. Most people, when they're shopping for a dog bed, they want to make sure that the cover can come off easily and is machine washable and all of those great things. Why are there so many similarities between a dog bed and the bed that you're now allowing your infant to sleep on? Imagine this, okay? It's like 2 o'clock in the morning and Steph and Drew have been smoking their trees all day and they're knocked out. The kids are knocked out because they're exhausted and traumatized. And this infant wakes up for a minute or so, decides to crawl out of this dog bed and go into the kitchen where Steph left a knife, a fork, who knows what else on the ground, and is injured. That is the scenario that I can see playing out with this. Now, just for comparison, This sandwich bed was $100, $99.99, so whatever. Going off of Amazon, because this is where she purchased said item, if you search for a pack and play, you will see two options here for $79.99. Both of them have very good reviews, and if you scroll down, you'll see one for $85.99. Here's one for $43.20, and all of these are enclosed in order to keep the child safe. If they do wake up and they're crawling around, at least they're not able to go very far. Here's another one for $94. I'm trying to focus on the ones that are less than 100. Here's one for $45, another one for $79, one for $94, $59, another $59. So you guys understand the point that I'm making here. On top of all of the other things that I've kind of compiled and come across over the last few days regarding Steph and Drew, I felt like this was an urgent video. I was sent it a few times, as always, over on Instagram. If you guys want to follow me there, you can. It's the same username. And when I saw this, I said, you know what, this needs to be its own video, because it is so wild, the fact that she thinks that this is any kind of normal when it comes to raising children. There are safer options, there are better options, there are obviously cheaper options that would have been much better than what we are, I think, mostly agreeing on is a dog bed that looks like a sandwich. And Drew thinks it's funny because she needs a tomato pillow and lettuce blanket. How appalling and how heartbreaking that this continues to only get worse. The last point that I want to put in this video, and of course, if y'all know more or you have an opinion, always sound off down below. But when it comes to an infant sleeping on a thin piece of foam for any extended period of time, I feel like, even though I'm not in the medical, field or anything, common knowledge would say that that's probably not good for their back, their growth development, making sure that they are growing into strong toddlers. So it really just seems like a horrible idea for a whole list of reasons. But I want to know, how do y'all feel about this? Am I right in my assumption when it comes to not wanting to have an infant sleep on the floor on a piece of foam? But I will be looking at the comments as always. This is absolutely one of Steph's most unhinged videos that she has posted since I've discovered them, which is, it says a lot. But I will be checking the comments. So for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.